Hi Nana, we were learning about geometrical isomerism. So now we will learn some more points regarding geometrical isomerism. See, already we have seen that the conditions for geometrical isomerism is the important condition is restricted rotation. Okay, along with the restricted rotation, so the aerial distance also should be there should be difference in the aerial distance between the two isomers. If the aerial distance is less, then it is said to be cis isomer. If the aerial distance is more, then it is said to be a trans isomer. For example, if there is a compound like this, so these two are methyl groups which are present towards the same side of the plane, and the distance between these two groups, okay, is said to be aerial distance. So here, when compared to this one, suppose the same molecular formula, same structure, but the orientation of the atoms or groups, so it is different in if I draw like this. The same compound, if I draw like this, so here what is happening? So between the same methyl groups, here the aerial distance is more. It is more. If the aerial distance between the groups is more, then that isomer is said to be trans isomer, and if the aerial distance is less between the specified groups, then it is said to be cis isomer. Okay, so like this, cis and trans. So it depends upon the aerial distance. Okay, so like this, these are the conditions. One is restricted rotation, another one is aerial distance. So now we learn some more points regarding this geometrical isomerism. So geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes. So today we will learn about geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes. What are cycloalkanes? Okay, see, look here. Cycloalkanes, they are the cyclic compounds with the general molecular formula CnH2n. So the general molecular formula of cycloalkanes is CnH2n. That means the number of hydrogen atoms will be double the number of carbon atoms. N is number of carbon atoms. And it is a cyclic form. So in cycloalkanes, all the carbons should be sp3 hybridized and have 4 sigma bonds. Every carbon should have 4 sigma bonds. In cycloalkanes, Ez nomenclature is not used. Okay, so yes, Ez is not used for cycloalkanes. So let us learn with a few examples. Cyclopropane. Prop means 3 carbon atoms. See, look here. I am drawing the skeleton structure of cyclopropane. So every carbon, it is having 2 hydrogens. Actually, these hydrogens, one hydrogen will be towards the observer and another hydrogen will be away from the observer. That means, so if this is the plane, then this hydrogen will protrude towards us, and this hydrogen will be backside of this board. Okay. So here this actually the structure will be like this. So one hydrogen should be towards the observer, so which is denoted with a solid wedge, and another hydrogen will be away from the observer, okay, which is denoted with a, okay, it is said to be dash wedge. Okay, dash. So here also out of two hydrogens, one hydrogen will be towards the observer and another hydrogen will be away from the observer. Okay, backside. So like this. So these are the hydrogens. So, and even out of these two hydrogens, so one will be towards the observer and one will be away from the observer. So like this we can draw. So these things I can draw like this. One is protruded out, one is denoted up and another one is denoted down. So the one which is towards the observer, generally it is denoted upwards, and the one which is away from the observer, it is denoted downwards. Okay, so here also, so in this way. So here this is the simple way of representation of this structure. Okay, so I will use this structure only instead of this one. So this is solid wedge and this is dash wedge. Okay, right. Suppose if two hydrogens, they are replaced by some other groups like chlorine, like this, then so this is a compound. See, look here, this is one carbon, this is another carbon. So by fixing this carbon, I cannot rotate this carbon, because so this one will this bond, so these atoms, it will they restrict the rotation. So restricted rotation is possible, is present here. Hence geometrical isomerism, there is a chance of geometrical isomerism if restricted rotation is present. And one more thing, see why it is restricted, because so this is one bond and this entire thing will act as another bond. Okay, see, already we have seen in double bonds there will be restricted rotation. So it is somewhat looking like double bond only. So this is the direct bond and this is indirect bond. Okay, there is a restricted rotation. See, this compound is said to be cis compound, and I will draw trans compound for this. See, the aerial distance between the two chlorines, it is somewhat less because they are towards the observer. They are away from the, that means maybe away or towards, generally. So they are both are present at the same direction, same side. Hence the distance between them is less. But here, so one is towards and another one is away. That means one is towards and another one is away. So what happened? So the aerial distance between these two will increase. That means in both the cases the aerial distance between these two are not same. When aerial distance is not same, then it is said to be cis-trans isomerism. When aerial distance is less, it is said to be cis form, and when aerial distance is large, then it is said to be trans form. So this is a cis isomer and this is a trans isomer. Okay, of 1,2-dichloropropane. Okay, so these two are what? 1,2-dichloropropane, but this is cis 1,2-dichloropropane and this one is trans 1,2-dichloropropane. Right. Because these two are of same side and these two, they are present in the opposite side. These two chlorine atoms, they are present in the opposite side. Now let us learn another cyclobutane. If you say cyclobutane, so here cyclobutane means four carbons. They are present in cyclic form, 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So there are two chances here, 1,2 die substitution and 1,3 die substitution. 1,2 die substitution and 1,3 die substitution. See, first of all, we will see 1,2 die substitution. Suppose this is first carbon, so here methyl group and hydrogen. This is a second carbon, methyl group and hydrogen. So this is said to be 1,2 die substitution. So that means the hydrogen on first carbon is replaced by methyl, and even the hydrogen on second carbon is also replaced by methyl group. Now it is 1,2 die substitution and it is cis form. Cis form. Okay. 1,2 dimethyl cyclobutane. Cis 1,2 dimethyl cyclobutane. So I can write the trans form of this compound. See, the aerial distance between these two is increased when compared to the aerial distance between these two. So here in cis form it is less and in trans form it is more. So this is a trans 1,2 dimethyl cyclobutane. Trans 1,2 dimethyl cyclobutane. So 1,3 die substitution, let us see. So this is sand, this is cis. This is a trans and cis. So cis 1,3 first carbon, second carbon and third carbon. Cis 1,3 dimethyl cyclobutane, trans 1,3 dimethyl cyclobutane. So these two are the cis trans isomers. Okay, and these two are the cis trans isomers. So like this in cyclic compounds. So the most important condition is, so the here this is said to be stereo. Between these two carbons there is a cis trans isomerism. Hence this center is said to be stereo center. Stereo center. What is stereo center? So the center where geometrical isomerism is possible. The center where geometrical isomerism is possible. For cycloalkanes, so the stereo center, the carbons related to stereo centers, both the carbons should be sp3 hybridized carbons only. If one of the carbon is not sp3 hybridized carbon, then that center cannot be called as stereo center, because here geometrical isomerism is not possible. So whenever the two the center, the stereo center means here the two carbons which are present, which are involved in this geometrical isomerism, so those two carbons should be sp3 hybridized carbons. So here for cycloalkanes, carbon should be sp3 hybridized and have 4 sigma bonds. So this particular carbon is having 1, 2, 3, 4 sigma bonds. So even this carbon is also 1, 2, 3, 4 sigma bonds. So like this it should be present. Okay. For example, if there is a compound like this, So here geometrical isomerism, is it possible? No, because look here the aerial distance between this methyl group, okay, methyl group and the methyl group of the other carbon is this much. Suppose if I rotate this one, so here this carbon, if I rotate, what happens? So this methyl group will go up and this will come down. Even then also, so the distance between the this methyl group and this methyl group, again if this methyl group come here also, after coming after reaching this methyl group here, if you see the aerial distance between this one and that one, so it won't change. So compulsory there should be a change in the aerial distance between the two structures. Then only they are said to be geometrical isomers. So now here the aerial distance does not change even after the rotation also. The distance between the two methyl groups does not change. Hence here geometrical isomerism is not possible. Is not possible. And one more thing, already we learned that the carbon which is having similar groups or also similar atoms, it cannot involve in geometrical isomerism. So this carbon is having identical groups, hence it does not involve in geometrical isomerism. Hence geometrical isomerism is not possible in this compound. Okay, because the aerial distance between the two methyl groups of adjacent carbon atoms is not changing. So two methyl groups of adjacent carbon atoms, so the aerial distance is not changing even after rotation of this carbon, so the aerial distance is not changing. So compulsory, one of the important criteria or else one of the important conditions for the geometrical isomerism is there should be change in the aerial distance. The one with a less aerial distance is said to be cis form, and the one with a more large aerial distance is said to be trans form. Hence this compound does not show geometrical isomerism. Next is cyclopentane. In cyclopentane, so what is cyclopentane? So it contains 5 carbon ring, it is a 5 carbon ring. Okay, so here 1,2 di substitution or else 1,3 di substitution. So both the type of di substitutions are possible. 1,2 di substitution and even 1,3 di substitution. Even 1,3 di substitution is possible. Okay. Suppose these two CH3, let us assume hydrogen. So if the adjacent carbons, they contain methyl groups or else any group, similar identical groups here, they are present. If they are present in the same side, then it is said to be cis form. So I can draw the same compound by changing the aerial distance between the methyl groups. CH3, so here if I write CH3 here, then the aerial distance between these two groups is changed, hence it is more now, hence it is a trans form. Okay, 1,2 dimethyl cyclopentane. So cis 1,2 dimethyl cyclopentane and a trans 1,2 dimethyl cyclopentane. Or else 1,3 di substitution also I can draw like this. Hydrogen methyl group. Hydrogen methyl group. So here these two are same side, hence cis form. This is cis form. The trans form of this compound. So this is a trans 1,3 dimethyl cyclopentane. Okay, trans 1,3 dimethyl cyclopentane can be drawn like this. So if I draw by using the wedge structure, it will be like this. So these two should be same side. Either both of them should be away from the observer. Or both of them may be towards the observer. Both of them may be towards the observer. So here I can draw by using wedge and solid wedge and dashed wedge also. So here it is, I mean it takes some time consuming process, hence I used this one is a easy method to represent. So the one which is showing upward, so it is nothing but it is indicated towards the observer, and the one which is denoted downward, it is nothing but away from the observer. Okay, so this is the way how cyclopentane substituted, disubstituted cyclopentanes. So here generally in disubstituted compounds only you will find geometrical isomerism, disubstituted compounds, even in cycloalkanes also. Okay, now let us learn about cyclohexane, geometrical isomerism in cyclohexane. Already we have seen about cyclohexane. So cyclohexane, it exists in 4 conformations. So chair conformation, half chair conformation, twist boat conformation, boat conformation. Out of 4 conformations, chair conformation is the most stable conformation we learnt. Okay, right? So here simply it is not a planar structure, but for convenience sake only just I am drawing a like this, but it is not, in reality it is not a planar structure. Suppose if there are 2 substitutions like this on the adjacent carbon, then it is said to be 1,2 di substitution. 1,2 di substitution. So in 1,2 di substitution, the most important thing is, so here already we learned that, so in cis form, so one substitution will be in aerial and one axial, and another substitution will be in equatorial. So actually if I draw the same thing in by using the actual most stable conformation form, the chair form, so here if one substitution is towards the axial, okay, and another substitution is towards the equatorial, okay, then so if these 2 substitutions are like this, one is axial, the first carbon, if it is axial, then the second carbon substitution should be equatorial, then only it is said to be cis form. Suppose if it is 2 methyl groups like this, so if these 2, so the adjacent carbon, if this first carbon is having a methyl group on axial bond, then compulsory the next second carbon, so here if it is methyl substituted, so it will be, if it is in equatorial form only, then then this conformation is said to be cis conformation. So now it is said to be cis 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane. So 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane. So two things are possible. Trans means, here trans means both of them either are present on axial side, or both of them are present either in equatorial. So here like this, if both of them are present on axial, so always remember that on the first carbon, if the axial position is upwards, in the second carbon the axial position will be exactly downwards. Remember, so the chair form should be denoted like that only. So now this is called as chair form. Okay, the chair form where the two positions are denoted in axial position. So first and second are substitutions, disubstitution, that too 1,2 disubstitution. Disubstitution is of three types: 1,2 disubstitution, 1,3 disubstitution, and 1,4 disubstitution also. So in 1,2 disubstitution, particularly if you see, if a substitution is present on if the first substitution on the first carbon is on axial, and the substitution on second carbon is equatorial, then such a type of such a geometrical isomer is said to be cis isomer. Okay, for cis isomer in 1,2 disubstitution, so one should be in axial and the next one should be in equatorial. For trans isomer, so both of them either should be in axial, or else both of them should be either in equatorial. Both of them should be either in equatorial. If both of them are in equatorial, or else if both of the substituents are on axial, then only it is said to be trans 1,2. Okay, trans 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane. So this is cis 1,2 dimethyl cyclohexane. Suppose if 1,3 disubstitution. Now let us see about 1,3 disubstitution. One-three disubstitution in cyclohexane. In 1,3 disubstitution, so cis form. So here in cis form, so the both substitution should be either in axial, or both the substitution should be either in equatorial. Whereas in 1,2 disubstitution, okay, if for 1,2 disubstitution in cis form, one should be in axial and another one should be in equatorial. But for 1,3 disubstitution, so the cis form will be both of them should be in axial. So like this. So if it is first carbon, this will be second and this will be third carbon. So suppose here, if both of them are in axial position, then it is said to be cis. Or else if both of them are on equatorial position, here it will be like this, CH3, and here also it will be CH3. If both of them are on equatorial position, okay, so like this will be like this will be like this, then also it is said to be cis form. So cis, this is what? Cis 1,3 dimethyl cyclohexane. Okay, this is what? This is also cis 1,3 dimethyl cyclohexane. So if you go in depth, it will be in axial position and these two will be in equatorial position. Now trans, how the trans will be? So opposite. So here, so both 1,2 disubstitution and 1,3 disubstitution, they will be opposite. So in 1,2 disubstitution for cis form, one is axial and another one is equatorial. But 1,3, so both will be in axial or else both will be in equatorial. And for 1,2 disubstitution, trans will be either both will be axial or both will be in equatorial. But here for 1,3 disubstitution, trans will be one is axial and another one will be in equatorial. Okay, so like this. For example, so here, suppose here I am drawing axial CH3. So on third, let us assume it is first carbon. So now this will be second and this will be third carbon. So it will be equatorial. So if these two are present like this, two methyl groups, one is on axial and the methyl group present on the third carbon, if it is in equatorial, now these two are said to be in these two are said to be in trans. Now this is said to be trans isomer. So now these two are said to be cis trans isomers. These two are said to be cis trans isomers. Or else I may draw like this. So to avoid confusion, so because here I have treated this one as first and this one as third, so now here also I will draw. So this is axial CH3 and this is equatorial CH3. So this is first and this is third. Okay, to avoid confusion. So now that means one is in axial, if the first one is on axial and the third one should be on equatorial. Or else if it is first one, then it will become third one. So if first one is equatorial, then the third one will be in axial. So like this, the 1,3 disubstitution will be. Now 1,4. How the 1,4 disubstitution will be? So 1,4, both even in 1,2 and even in 1,4 disubstitution, even for 1,4 disubstitution also, the cis form will be one is axial and another one is equatorial, and trans form will be either both of them in axial or else both of them will be in equatorial. For example, so let us assume, so this is the first one and this will be the fourth one. So here for cis, one is axial and another one is equatorial. So one is axial CH3 for example, and here if I draw CH3, so here 1 and 4 substitution on 1 and 4 carbons, and on first carbon the methyl group is in axial, and on fourth carbon if the methyl group is on equatorial, then it is said to be cis 1,4 dimethyl cyclohexane. Or else if it is like this, first one if it is axial, and even on the fourth one also if it is axial, then it is said to be trans. It is said to be trans 1,4 dimethyl cyclohexane. This is what? Cis 1,4 dimethyl cyclohexane. Here trans 1,4 dimethyl cyclohexane. Or else if both on first carbon and on fourth carbon, if they are present on equatorial position only, if both of them are present on the equatorial position, then also it is said to be trans 1,4 dimethyl cyclohexane. So like this. So if you see cyclohexane, so the distribution will be like this. So here 1,2 disubstitution in 1,2 disubstitution cis will be one substitution in axial and another substitution if it is present in equatorial, then it is said to be cis form. If both the first substitution on first carbon and substitution on second carbon, if both they are present in axial, then the form is said to be trans, or else if both are present on equatorial also, then it is said to be trans. Then 1,3 disubstitution. So here the two substituents on first and third, if they are present if both of them are present in the axial, or else if both of them are present on the equatorial, then it is said to be cis form, and a trans form will be so opposite to this. So here 1,2 disubstitution and 1,4 disubstitution. So here the distribution will be almost similar. Okay, distribution means axial and equatorial. Even for 1,4 disubstitution also, if one of the substitution is axial and other substitution is equatorial, then the form is said to be cis form. Or if both the substituents are on first and fourth are in axial, then it is said to be trans. Or else if both the substituents on 1 and 4 carbon, if they are present on equatorial, then also it is said to be trans. Okay, so like this. So like this, the cyclohexane can be discussed. Okay. Now let us learn about cycloalkenes. So one example we will learn. Suppose if it is like this, the compound is like this. This carbon, so it is having CH2 group, and this carbon, it is having CH3 and a hydrogen. So now, will this compound show geometrical isomerism or not? It does not show geometrical isomerism. Why? Because here if you see this one double bond, so on this double bond, the carbon of this double bond, it is bearing 2 hydrogen atoms. So these are 2 identical atoms. So if the doubly bonded carbon is having 2 identical atoms on it, then that center is not said to be. So now this center, this particular center, it is not said to be stereo center, because here stereo isomerism, or else here geometrical isomerism is not possible. Why? Because the doubly bonded carbon, it should bear 2 different groups. But here in this compound, so this carbon is having 2 similar identical atoms. Hence, it cannot show geometrical isomerism. Now here cycloalkane. So this is what? Normal alkene part. Now this part, if you see cycloalkane, for the cycloalkane, already we have seen for cycloalkanes, the carbon should be sp3. So but here, so this carbon is sp2 hybridized carbon. It is sp2 hybridized carbon. Hence, this cycloalkane also does not show geometrical isomerism. Suppose if it is like this, then now this one, these 2 carbons are sp3 carbons, and here what happens? So this one will show geometrical isomerism, because this is treated as one bond and this is treated as another bond. Restricted rotation is present, and here the carbon, it is not having similar groups. Here also this carbon is also not having similar groups, hence this one will show geometrical isomerism. But here the case is different. So though this carbon is having two different groups, but this carbon, if you see, so this is sp3, okay, but here it is not sp3 hybridized, it is sp2 hybridized. Hence for a cycloalkanes to show geometrical isomerism, so the both carbons, if they are sp3 hybridized, okay, and if they possess different groups, if both the carbons are sp3 hybridized and if they possess different groups, then only they show geometrical isomerism. Suppose here if a hydrogen is present, then also it does not show geometrical isomerism, because now this center cannot be treated as a stereo center, because here geometrical isomerism is not possible. The carbons which are involved in the stereo center, so here they should the terminal carbons between those two, the geometrical isomerism we are seeing. So this carbon should not possess identical atoms or identical groups. So here it is okay. So these two are not identical, but here these two are identical, hence it does not show geometrical isomerism. Suppose if it is CH3, now this carbon is having two different groups, then it shows geometrical isomerism. So like this. So here there is here it is not a stereo center, so no geometrical isomerism. Here also not it is also not stereo center, hence there is no geometrical isomerism. So that means in this compound there is no geometrical isomerism. In this compound, yes, there is geometrical isomerism is present. Okay, it is geometrical isomerism is present. So this center is said to be stereo center. Suppose if it is like this, if it is like this, now that means one is hydrogen and another one is CH3, and this carbon is having one hydrogen like this. No, this is not cyclic, but still it is there is restricted rotation in this portion, and this carbon is having two different groups, and even this carbon is also having two different groups, because this is hydrogen and this is another group. So this entire group and this one, these two are not same, hence this center is said to be, this particular center is said to be stereo center. This particular center is said to be stereo center, and even this center is also stereo center. So that means two stereo centers are present in it. So that means it shows geometrical isomerism. Okay, so like this we can discuss. Suppose if it is like this, so do you find any geometrical isomerism in this compound? So this is cycloalkane part. So in cycloalkane part, so this carbon is having two different groups, okay, and this is sp3 carbon, and this carbon, if you see, it is what? It is sp2 carbon. As it is sp2 carbon, so this is cycloalkane. So from this cycloalkane part there is no geometrical isomerism. Now if you see this one through this part, so now here double bond is there, restricted rotation, okay, and so this carbon is having two different groups, and even this carbon is also having. So here, so if you go in this direction, so you will find one group, and if you go in this direction you will find another group. So like this. Hence it is geometrical isomerism is possible. Say I will draw like this instead of drawing like this. So I will draw like this CH3. Okay, so that means between these two, this will be hydrogen. So between these two carbons, there is no geometrical isomerism because this carbon is involved in sp2. And now between these two carbons, there is a double bond, and this carbon is having two different, and this carbon is also having. So this is different from this one because this is how much length? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 1, 2 length. And on second carbon, methyl group is present. But here on from if you go in this direction, on fourth carbon methyl group is present. That means so this is different from this group. So that means this carbon. So that means this center is said to be stereo center. This center is said to be stereo center. So one geometrical isomerism is possible because of this one, and here because of this one geometrical isomerism. Because of alkane, geometrical isomerism is not possible because the carbon which is involved in this alkane, actually it is sp2 hybridized. So the carbon which is involved in alkane should be sp3. In order to show geometrical isomerism, it should be sp3. But here this is cycloalkane, but the carbon involved in cycloalkane, so it is showing sp2 hybridization. Hence this cycloalkane ring does not have any geometrical isomerism. So like this, geometrical isomerism in cycloalkanes can be learned. So now in the next video we will learn about the geometrical isomerism in cycloalkenes.